Alright, if y'all want to unmute your mics, we are officially live on Twitch. All three of us for the first time.
Give me permission to record. It won't let me do it.
Yo.
Give you permission to record?
When I press record, it says, please ask the host to give you permission to record.
I don't see that option.
I guess this was a perfect time for me to ask that.
It's great. It's good timing. Is it in the chat?
Just seeing behind the scenes right now. That's all that is.
I don't see it. Let me close the chat. I just goofed it. God damn it. Oh no. It's all going to shambles. Let me open the chat back up. Cool, now we're not in shambles anymore. I don't see you requesting that. So there's that.
I can't request. Like, you just have to give it to me. I can't request it.
More. Allow record local files?
Yes?
Sure, you're allowed.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it goes. Thank you.
You're allowed to do the things.
I am recording now. Great.
Alrighty. Cool. So yeah.
We here, dogs.
We are here. This is the first ever, all three of us live on Twitch. That was a hassle to get all of us here. Nico's still the muted boy over there. God bless you, preemptively.
Yeah, Nico does.
Sorry, I just got a dry socket somewhere in there.
Oh, that's fine. You're good. Having your sockets and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to go live because Mr. Ant is going on vacation.
I am, and I feel like I don't want to leave people next week with nothing.
Yes.
So to serve as April 1st podcast.
Yeah. So, if anyone's in the chat right now, I know I am. So that's the one viewer that I see over in the chat. If anyone joins later, I guess we'll say it again. But this was recorded on the 23rd. And if you missed it live on Twitch, what the hell you doing? You could have heard this a full 2 weeks earlier. You could have had a good time with it. But we're glad to be here. We have a couple of guests to come on the podcast for the first time ever. Episode this is technically episode 25, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is episode 25 of the podcast. We didn't intro it.
You can intro it.
We should probably intro it. This is technically the intro thing that we normally do, but like, it's whatever. You know, we're chilling.
Let's start.
Oh god, I just pulled up my Steam menu, so there it's there. Cool, awesome. But yeah. So welcome to the show. This is the first ever live recording of the podcast. Who's the intro this week? I think it's actually Nico.
Is it?
It's you this week because I did it 2 weeks ago, and it just did it on Sunday when we started recording. So now it's you. You're ready to take it away.
It's me. Yeah. So
it's live now, so you actually have to do it live.
So, level up gamers, welcome to Save Before Quitting, episode 24. So we were just discussing
25. We were just
25?
discussing it, and you got it. Yeah, it's 25.
I thought it was 24.
24 is what we recorded on Sunday.
This is totally brand, even
20,
if it was right on.
25.
All right.
We're doing something a little special, like Chris just said. Welcome all. If you want to join us, join us. If you cannot, then keep sending us messages and love and liking everywhere. You can check us out at Save Letter B number 4 Quitting at all of our social media: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and you can also check us out or email us at save before quitting, all spelled out, at gmail.com for any questions, suggestions, or anything you guys would like to see.
Yeah.
And if not, then you can check any of us out as we stream, game, play, and or interact with you guys here on Twitch anytime you like. So yeah. And so what do we got?
Do we want to actually talk? We should probably talk about news before we bring people on too, right? Because like, you know, while we have stuff,
little quick rundown of news.
Yeah.
Not our usual big drawn rundown, but you know.
If you were wondering what we played this week, just listen to last week's episode.
We recorded this within the same week.
Yeah. So that's what we've played so far. I haven't played much since then. Look, we got haptic intel in the chat up in the center now that we have the video options.
Yeah.
showing up in the center there. How you guys doing? Haptic Intel. If you haven't followed Haptic Intel yet, you're slacking. Yeah, you're slacking.
Doing the Resident Evil 4 thing right now. It's great.
Yeah, the Resident Evil 4 thing is a good time. I was watching like all day yesterday. I was painting up this little model kit. I don't know if that's Josh or Brett on the channel, but Josh would appreciate it. It's a little clone trooper. But yeah, man, they're doing some great stuff. They just hit 450 subs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a good time. So check them out, definitely. They have new episodes almost pretty much every day, and then they release the full pod on Saturday. If you haven't already, check them out.
Sure.
News-wise, who wants to start with news?
Right. Let's just run through it.
Just go through it, yeah.
Microsoft's in talks to acquire Discord for $10 billion.
Yes.
So that's how much the deal was?
It's in talks. But
okay.
Yeah, the price that's quoted is $10 billion with a B dollars for Discord.
That's a lot.
It's Microsoft.
That is a big amount. Yeah, you're right.
How much is it for? Like some kind of crazy numbered $1 billion?
Yeah. I hope that they don't change much of anything. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Because I think just Discord's been doing super strong, like creating, communities and such, and giving people the liberty to do so.
Sure.
I just think they really should just buy the property, let the devs take it, and just run with it.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I mean we were talking about this a little bit in one of our Discords that we have with like a bunch of friends and whatnot. I think I was the one who brought it up, but I think it was I could see them definitely doing some sort of like package deal if they do end up charging something for Discord. I mean, we already have Discord Nitro, which is a subscription based, like you get extra shit in Discord. I could see them trying to bundle that with Game Pass in a certain way. That's what I was trying to like get at, because like Game Pass in and of itself is already a good deal. Like I don't even play games on Game Pass, but I have Game Pass on my PC. Like that's how good of a deal it is. Because like if I ever want to, just out of nowhere, I could go play Ori or anything that's on there, and I have it at my fingertips pretty much. But with Discord Nitro, I mean, I have it, but I don't understand the point of it still. I kind of just have it so I can use emotes from other servers and like my friends' servers.
But that answers that.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was subscribed to Tim the Tat Man, and I was like, I just really wanted to use the Tat W emote, which is just like a scrunched version of his face to make him look kind of gross. I was like, I want to use it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nitro also has some pretty cool like things, like being able to do server boosts, and like if you have it on Discord, you can boost it, and then that'll like make it go through the RGN and like be able to get it like out there and make it into a community. So it's like the more people you have Nitro with and they join you and such, the more boost your Discord gets in the end. So
yeah,
it's always good to have it, especially when you have 2 or 3 people in the same Discord and you want to make a community.
Yeah.
So
I think like you said, I hope nothing changes. I don't want anything to change. That's what I was saying in our Discord conversation earlier. But with how Microsoft is acting lately as far as accessibility over all platforms just within their service, I want to believe that they wouldn't like make it overbearing with ads or make it hard to penetrate or make it Xbox exclusive or anything. Because I think all Microsoft wants right now is to just use things on their platforms. Even if like Game Pass, they don't care where you use it as long as you're using it. And I hope they act like that with Discord, where they're not trying to change it, but they just want you to use it pretty much after they have it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I could see them versus, let's say for argument's sake, Sony or Nintendo playing fair with everybody. I could see Microsoft giving Sony the right to use Discord on PlayStation or Nintendo to use it on Switch. But I feel like if Nintendo or Sony bought it, I couldn't see it the other way around. I think Sony would be like, no, now it's ours and it's on PlayStation or some kind of Sony ecosystem.
Yeah.
But it's in Microsoft's best interest to make it just accessible everywhere. like they did with like Minecraft. They bought them, but they didn't stop it from being played anywhere else.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just really want Discord integration inside of PlayStation in general. Like, I've been kind of wanting that for a while, just because with games getting more cross-platform and whatnot, like, if somebody in your friend group doesn't have, like, a console or want to play on their console and they want to play PC for, like, Apex or something like that, like, having a Discord, like, little pop-up on the side, like how they have with Spotify, with the PS4 at least they did. I don't know about PS5 because I haven't downloaded it yet, but having that so that like your PC friends could hop in like your Discord channel and like you could just like chill in there instead of having to use the in-game chat, which sometimes is probably kind of shitty. But yeah, I mean, it would definitely be a lot better to have that integrated. I don't see Microsoft trying to sell that off to like Sony and being like, hey, here's a Discord plugin, but I want it.
Right, it would be great.
Yeah,
I could just see them doing it before anybody else.
Oh yeah,
in there.
They're smart. They know what they're doing. Like, there's no reason for them not to give Sony some sort of access where they're like, hey, do this.
In the past, it's always been Microsoft. Well, obviously they're in the position to. I mean, Sony being in the lead, they don't have to play ball.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, it's always been Microsoft like, hey, you want it? And Sony being like, no. Even when the cross-platform first started, Microsoft like, we're open to it, and Sony didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, Nintendo and Microsoft have been doing little business here and there, so I could see them trying to integrate it in some way.
That is true, yeah. I can see that. I mean, I think Discord being the program it is, it would do great on Switch, definitely, especially when it comes to like chatting and having like a chat server for things like Pokemon and like things like there has been a few games like they had that Jason like that what's that called, the Jason versus Freddy or whatever
Jason
game.
Derulo.
No, it was like Jason, like that scary dude. They had a game on it. It's
Dead
like
by
just
Daylight, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
so
Lucas
it's
plays
like,
that a lot. He likes that game.
So it was like they have that sort of thing, but this Switch doesn't technically have like a way to communicate. You use the actual game to communicate with these kids, but half the time there's no real connectivity because you keep losing it or you drop out.
Right.
Gotcha.
So having something like Discord where it operates separately, but it also like brings in stuff to it, I think that'll be great.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see what they do. I just really hope that they don't change what they got going right now. Because right now, Discord, I feel like it's fine.
Oh, yeah. It's in its prime.
Yeah, there's no reason to change it, like, drastically. But I could see Microsoft taking some steps to, like, move it forward. I just hope that those steps forward aren't actually steps backwards in disguise. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
I'm with
But yeah. Other than that, we do have... Do you want to go through the game that we all love? The news that came out from that?
With that good old Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
That good old Cyberpunk, man.
That big one.
The reoccurring news clip every week.
So, this is from PC Gamer. It pretty much came out today, a day ago at least for us. 2 weeks from now, if you're listening to this on YouTube. But pretty much the lead gameplay designer left the project at CD Projekt Red. I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this name. What?
It's shocker. Someone left.
Well, it's not even the fact that someone left. It's the lead.
It's the main dev. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. That's the shocker right there. That it's a main.
Yeah. So this guy's name is, now stay with me.
You want to stretch before you say it?
What?
You want to stretch before you say it?
No, I'm good. I don't need to stretch. Stretching's for the weak.
What's the ring? Your Ring Fit now. So I forgot.
Yeah, listen, man. No, I do stretches on the Ring Fit. They actually make you do stretching before you do that. I will give him credit. This is just like elongating me to not say this guy's name.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So it's Andrzej Zawadzki.
You can say the first part as Andrew.
How can you say that as Andrew?
That's
There's a Z where the E should be if it was Andrew, first of all.
right. No, but
I know that I'm, super American, but like, come on, man.
Andrzej
C.
Zawadzki, yeah.
But he sent out a tweet and he said, after almost 8 years, my time at CDPR has come to an end. It's time for the new adventure. To every person I've met on the way. Thank you, smiley face. It was an honor and a pleasure. See you around.
I mean, what could have gone wrong? There was a smiley face at the end of that, right?
All right.
It's fine.
It's not thinly veiled or anything. He didn't leave for reasons.
Right. If I left a horrible place, why would you put a smiley face if everything wasn't okay?
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just, it's crazy how each week the situation just seems to degrade more and more over at CDPR. And it's sad to see, but like they've done it to themselves. So I feel less and less bad for them as the weeks go by. The dude also worked on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and its DLC. Apparently he started back in 2016 when he started as a junior gameplay designer in 2016 on Cyberpunk 2077. So now being the senior gameplay designer 2020 and 2021, he's pretty much left after all the shit that went down, man. That's crazy.
So what do you think this means going forward for Cyberpunk and all this landscape they have of updates that are coming out for the rest of the year?
Well, like as a game dev, most of your work is done in the forefront. You can definitely like depart from a project and just start working on something else, as long as your team knows exactly what the original views of the game was. So like as long as the scope is there, the whole thing can still machinate and still work. But the moment that you lose the game dev, if you wanted to add extra stuff, like when it comes to like if you want to have any DLCs or if you wanted to add any new ideas or stuff or updates to the game, you're not going to get it.
All right. So pretty much, this lead game designer, his job is just done at this point.
Pretty much. Like he did everything he could to make the game, to develop and design the game. But if they wanted to add anything extra, they would technically want to have him there, because he would know all the ins and outs of code, art, style, scope, story. But if they weren't going to and they're just focusing on fixing it, then they can do it without him.
All right. I'm asking you because you would know that field more than me.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming if he was the lead, right? I'm assuming there was like somebody under him, right?
Yeah. They still have, like, when you develop a game, you technically have anything between 2 to 3 game developers. You always have to have like an odd number, and that's just in my perspective, just to like have that third vote on something.
The other perspective.
Yeah. So, but on this case, like he definitely had a junior developer team, or there was even a developer team. He was just the one that was like the lead of it, like the one that says what goes. But there could have been like maybe 2-3 more developers under him that just were helping him or getting ideas out, getting artistry done, storyboarding, all of that stuff. So it's sad because you can definitely tell that he probably was the one that came up with a lot of ideas when they presented him with the script or with a story and were like, hey, let's make this. So he's the one that kind of spearheaded all of those ideas, all of those values, or saying, hey, this is the scope of the story. This is what we can make with this. But then in the end, when he like drops out, it's pretty much just giving up. At least to my point of view. So
I feel that. And I just want to make a note that since we are live on Twitch right now, and this is for you audio amigos that are listening to the podcast 2 weeks from now, listen, you missed out. You missed out on a good time. We were live and we were having a good time. If you're in the chat right now, I see there's a bunch of people that are watching right now, if you have thoughts on the situation that we're talking about, drop it in the chat. It's going to show up on your own screen, and we'll call your thoughts out, and we'll give your ideas little shouts here and there. But make sure you're sounding off in the chat if you got any thoughts on CDPR. Is it the best game ever? Cyberpunk?
Crickets.
Crickets.
Crickets, yes, rightfully so. But yeah, so moving on from Cyberpunk, what we got next on the docket?
I know it's getting on after 9. Should we call someone in?
If you want, yeah, if we want, we want to go
yeah.
straight into the people. Let me see if our first guest is available. So just to set him up, 1 second, let me type here. You're gonna get some great ASMR.
This is the worst ASMR I ever heard.
This is the worst. We don't like
click
it.
clacks of my gaming keyboard.
I don't feel soothed.
All right, so let me send him the link to our super awesome high-tech stream chat thing.
You're right, we're live. I can't edit that out.
All right, so I sent him the link. We'll wait for him to join in, and then once he does, I will switch on over to the other screen, and we'll see what happens. Let's see.
For people listening, right, or watching, that last episode, there were so many cuts and stops and freezes and restarts.
Oh yeah,
that
there was.
It was so good that you couldn't tell that we had to stop recording so many times.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Oh.
And so, just to set this man up farther, this is a man who's written into the show numerous times. You can see his name in the center of the screen there. I don't know if he wants to have his video on. If not, it's fine, as long as we can hear the boy. This is Lucas, repeat offender to the Save Before Quitting Gmail.
Yeah.
Is he here? Is video coming? Is his computer dying?
I've never been in such suspense in my life. Ever.
It'll probably take a second for him to join. We can just bullshit till then.
Oh man.
What's been y'all's favorite question from Lucas so far as we wait for him to join slowly?
I definitely enjoyed the music question.
I was gonna say I like that one a lot. The one where it was like, what album that isn't gaming but reminds you of gaming? Right. That one was probably one of my favorite ones that we got. Oh, there's Lucas's name again.
I thought he was gonna say the Beyonce question, the Destiny's Child question.
Nah.
That just added a whole different kindling to what we were trying to avoid.
Oil on the fire, you know? Lucas, I don't know if you could hear me or not, but this might be a situation in which, like, how your Discord acts, how it takes a second to join in, because your microphone is technically muted on our end.
Yeah, I don't hear a thing, man. Yeah, you are muted.
Yeah.
You as the host can't unmute him?
I can, I think. I can ask him to unmute. But we can wait. It's fine. It's fine. Do we have any,
Look bad, Lucas. We're live.
Listen, Lucas. To be fair, this is our first time doing this, so if you are along for the ride, we do appreciate you very much. I see a couple names in chat that are very familiar. We got Koba Darkness in here. John Wack. Someone named Feet. Your profile picture is terrifying, sir. I want to point that out.
Oh, jeez.
Someone named Pismyers. I don't know who that might be. And then we got Lucas is in the chat.
He said he needs a new computer.
When
Oh,
did
it's
he
two Lucases. Are y'all seeing this?
There's two Lucases.
On my Zoom screen.
You ruined my. All right, so I'm gonna remove that one. It's fine. I'll remove him. It's fine. I'll remove Lucas number 2.
Well, I just heard him. What happened?
I heard him as well. There he is.
Yeah, okay,
There's Lucas.
Can
we
hear
go.
me now?
We can hear you,
Yeah,
Lucas.
we got you.
So
Look at
yes. So yeah.
All right, sorry guys, my computer blew his dick. It's secondhand.
Oh, this is a family show.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Why'd you cover your mic as if that's gonna do anything?
I feel like that's what people do on TV. Like,
Yeah. Right.
Protect the mic.
it's an innocent.
But yeah, how you doing, Lucas? How are you doing on this fine? I think it's Tuesday night.
It is Tuesday.
Good. I was playing some Legend of Zelda, just kind of hanging out, watching the stream.
Nice. So we brought you on because you are a repeat offender of the viewer question section. Do you have a viewer question that you'd like to ask and then join in conversation with us?
Well, yes. I want to know why Ant and Nico are wrong about the death, where you did die.
Wait, time out.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Time the fuck out.
Everybody get their baseballs out.
This isn't even fair, too, because, like, the episode that you're referring to doesn't come out until 2 days from now when this is live.
That you're referring to yet. It comes out Thursday.
I told you that in confidence, sir.
Sir, I watched it live.
Okay,
they watched the videos.
This is the real question. Then we'll have the debate with an audience watching so they can agree or disagree. So
there you go.
Chris, set the table, please.
All right, so if you weren't watching or listening to the podcast last week, pretty much what had happened was I was doing a squat challenge for The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. If I die, I do 10 squats. If we got a new follower, I do 5. Nobody followed. What the fuck are y'all doing? Come on. Destroy my legs. Come on.
You don't need them.
I don't need them. That's the point of the stream. But pretty much what had happened was there is a shrine that is on the top of this giant pillar that is phallic in look.
Man, it's just dicks all over the place.
Just, yeah, Zelda, you know. But I went and I glided over, and as I'm gliding over, it starts raining. And then I also lose my stamina, I don't get to the top, and I fall. I hit a part of the giant phallic statue, because it's that tall, and I lose all my hearts. But, asterisk, symbol, welcome to the Disney Channel. For you video amigos, you'll like that, hopefully. And the what is it called? Like the power up or something? Like I don't know.
Yeah, the power you get from the elephant that revives you. Yeah.
So the elephant like beast gives you a power that if you lose all your hearts, you gain them all back plus 3 yellow hearts. So I gain all my hearts back because I lost all the hearts. And those 3 yellow hearts, then I fell in the water. But since I did not have stamina, I respawned in a new location. No game over, just respawned in a new location where I had jumped from previously. So I didn't die. Both Lucas and another person that will be on soon, most likely, claimed that I did. They are wrong.
Okay.
So just in layman's terms, or just to simplify what you're saying.
I didn't die.
If you die, if you lose health in Zelda, when you lose health and you have like a fairy or this god power up that brings you back to life, does that technically qualify as dying?
No.
We say no because you didn't hit game over. You were revived by
a game mechanic.
A game mechanic that brings you back to life and spawns you immediately where you are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is not dying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Anthony on this one due to the same thing.
Yeah, man.
So like the reason being is if he had gotten a game over or at the moment where he spawned, that elephant totem would have like reset itself. Mm-hmm. Even if there was no game over screen, I would say, okay, he did die due to the fact that the power that kept him alive was reset, which means the game kind of glitched into giving him a free non-game over death.
A legit mechanic.
But it since the elephant totem didn't like reset itself to being at full capacity, then he didn't die. It was just a mechanic.
You used something you had to revive you.
So just to point out further, so let's just say like right now it's 3 against 2 technically, right?
More than that in the chat.
But it's not because in the chat right now, Koba Darkness, who was at the beginning of the stream, he was there for the first set of 10 squats, made sure that I had stretched prior to them. If it's not game over, it's not dying. victory, Rambo steps, and such.
And such.
You know, and my whole thing was that you got the elephant totem activated when you were falling down the hill. You got your health back, and then you drowned.
But
So
I
while
didn't
there was-
drown. But I didn't drown, sir.
No, sir, you did drown. You were in the water with no stamina.
No stamina, Chris.
No,
Love that stamina.
4v2. Mathematically, and I know that the second person that agrees with you hates when I say that word. Mathematically, you guys lose, sadly. Good day, sir.
Fine. Good day, man.
But
Please,
yes, but we very much enjoy you taking the time to come on with us. Do you want to shout out your social media? Do you have social media you want to shout out?
Come follow me on Instagram with the Lukey baby.
The Lukey baby.
On
Yeah,
Instagram.
I'll put that in the description. We normally do on Instagram, so if you didn't know this, when you write into the show, we put you in the bio every single week. So if you want to be like the Lukey baby,
I'll put them in the bio. We put them in the
we
cap.
put you in the fucking bio.
What? Okay. I'm just gonna go along.
Listen, man. Relax.
I think you're wrong here, Chris, but we can go with it.
Listen, Lucas.
What? I'm at least right on one of these.
Here we go. Roast time.
We'll see. But yes, I
Yeah.
hate to be that guy, but we have other NGPs to get to, Lucas, and we very much thank you for coming on and being a part of this episode. You will hear it in 2 weeks, so you'll be on the podcast
right.
in 2 weeks. But
Sounds
until
good.
then, get the fuck out of here.
Peace.
I keep accidentally hitting the report button.
Stop
So,
reporting everyone that comes.
Jeez, reporting everyone.
well, like when you go to like remove someone from the call, it says automatically report to Zoom. So I have to like uncheck the box, and it's just a bad time. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, Zoom, calm down. You know,
Zoom is hype.
Zoom is on another level that we don't need to get to. But yeah, that was Lucas. He writes in a lot to the show. He listens to the show. I actually, to give context, I work with Lucas, and every fucking day that he listens to the podcast on Thursday, he will come over to my cubicle and like give me live commentary and his thoughts on the podcast, which is just a great thing.
That's great.
It's weird to see, because it's just like, yeah, man, we did say that X-Men is a good game.
Oh god.
But yeah.
X-Men made all the face characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But
No, when I did
we
this.
got Adulting Life in the chat saying nice live podcast. Thank you.
You may know her from our Mario Party.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. 3-parters. All parts out now on YouTube. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
All the fucking coins that Nico got, for God's sake.
Nothing
That's
matters.
just gonna be my game now.
Nothing matters. Let's not even talk about it more. Nothing matters.
Hashtag nothing matters. Who do we want to bring on next, boys? Who we feeling?
Let's see. Let us see. If y'all ain't got anybody queued up, I can bring somebody in.
I mean, I can have the other person queued up, but like, we can alternate, because my people are my people. I live with the other one, so I can just go fucking bitch get on and just backhand them, you know.
True that. All right, hold on.
But Lucas in the chat, after just leaving the call, says, I really wish they made games for secondary characters. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Here we go.
I definitely do. Listen, I will play the crap out of Tingle the game, okay?
You play
What?
the crap.
Out of what, the game?
Tingle.
Who's that?
You don't remember that guy?
Clearly not.
It's that little like elf
From
like
Zelda?
from Zelda, yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the X-Men or something, or Marvel.
No, he's a secondary character, so I didn't say specific ones. I stay in the hella wave of
You just
hero
like,
discussion.
that's not even a secondary character to me, man. That's like You got like D-list villains, and that's like fucking
Yeah.
Z right there. I was trying to pull up like, do I have an X-Men figure handy that I can just be like, bitch?
I mean, just stretch your hand out one of each way, and you can grab
No,
some.
listen, no, I have figures everywhere at my desk. No lie. Like, I have the blue Dino Thunder Ranger with his giant Triceratops shield, which is dope.
Mhm.
I got the Mandalorian with a wired cape. I'll put it on my white ass forehead so you can see how cool the cape looks. And then I don't know if you guys are a knowledge at all from the Clone Wars animated series, but this is a bounty hunter named Cad Bane. I'll put it over my white forehead again, and he's got this dope like sun hat, and you can like milady, milady, and just take that hat off.
You thought of everything.
Dude, it's such a good time. I love this man. What we got in the chat right now?
I sent.
In the chat, Adulting Life said still salty, and then what's up?
No, she said still salty, and I said of course.
Oh yeah, about the X-Men. Sorry, your audio cuts out slightly for me. I think it might be because I'm the host, and when I talk, oh jeez, can you give me some warning, Ant? God damn.
I don't know when it's gonna happen. I send the link out and then pop up. What's up?
Hello, welcome to our second guest, out of nowhere, RKO.
This is how this show. This is how live works. It's live.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Exactly. Yo, the MVP NGP,
Yeah,
the chief executive NGP is here. The creator of the term.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh man, it's been a long time coming, fellas.
It
Oh,
has.
yeah.
Time coming.
What's going on, man? What's going on, Kev?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great. Just grinded some competitive Pokemon games.
Important things.
Yeah.
Kev,
Gotta
I'd like
keep
to
my
point
gamer
out.
tag alive.
I'd like to point out you and I are now best friends because in the background of your video, there's a Jigglypuff, and on the top of my fucking head is a Jigglypuff.
Oh, we're gang, Puff Gang.
Dude,
Let's go.
Puff gang,
Puff Gang,
oh,
baby.
God.
Hashtag Puff Gang. That's the next thing. God damn it. We're making too many things.
Oh, yeah, so many T-shirts to make.
Too many.
Oh man.
Man.
So what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on?
So I'm gonna jump right into my question because it's something that I've debated with people online about for a while, and no one can ever come up with like a solid answer for it. And that is, what do you think is holding back fighting games from becoming a major esport like League of Legends and Fortnite and everything?
It's crazy you asked that because I assumed it was.
No, that's the thing. You would think it is, but the player base for like Street Fighter in comparison to like League, it's you can't compare them. It's minuscule. It's like a couple thousand versus like millions or like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I think if you were to compare the games, I think that has a big like realm in it. So like when you have like to compare to sports, I always compare to just regular sports. If you have like football, basketball, they're like the biggest things you end up getting. Yeah, you have like the national TV cover on them, and you know, you have all that coverage on just big team sports when it comes down to it. But when you have things like MMA fights, or when you have one-on-one fights, like just regular, just boxing, you have a like it's more tied to like one specific channel. It's not often like put out on full national TV. It has its own different channels. Yeah, you can see it nationally, but it's like it's no big event. It's like, oh, here you go. You got a pay-per-view that you can pay for. You can attend, kind of like if you were there like in person. So I think League of Legends compared to like, let's say like Street Fighter is much different. You have like million players that watch this thing as if it was like football or if it was like soccer. But then you have that niche of players that are just enough of a fan or big a fan of Street Fighter to be like, hey, I'm gonna buy that pay-per-view to watch it.
But what's the discrepancy? Like, why though?
I think it just comes from community.
I feel like
the
I want to
community
expand on your
coverage,
thing.
like the community coverage on both, is much more limited when it comes to events of like fighting game or one-on-ones and stuff like that than coverage on a team-based game. Like you have like promotionals, the fact that each player has its own like publicity, and you have more players on compared to just one or two other fighters. So it kind of deviates that social interaction or social view balance from one to another. And I think that's just like really where it is. I think it comes from one, community, and then as well as that, like, how can I say, like that, like TV, like pulling, like what pulls the most views. So I think that's one of the biggest things that's holding it back.
Okay. Going off of that, I feel like you're onto something, but I feel like it's more just about the team thing. Because, like, with fighting games, it's almost like it's the individual. It's like the superstar as opposed to, like, this team of people. Like, League of Legends, it's like, you have, like, I assume you have a person that tanks and heals. I don't play League of Legends, if you couldn't tell. But, like, that's, like, a whole team. And, like, you have, like, the whole entire team of this group to root for. And it kind of, like, it almost parallels, like, real sports. But, like, physical sports where, like, you got, like, a hockey team and you have, like, your League of Legends team with, like, the coach behind them coaching them on. I feel like with fighting games, it's almost like within football, it would be like having a game just full of kickers, and it was just the two kickers going off each other. Because, like, while, nobody's going there just to see the kicks, if you don't have that kicker, you're gonna shit the bed, and the whole game's pretty much scuffed, Like, they're really, really important, but, like, I'm almost thinking, like, it'd be cool if there was, like, a team-based, like, fighting game. Like, kind of like doing, like, Smash almost, but, like, with, like, 2v2 or something like that, or, like, even more, maybe. Because I feel like that could bring an audience to it a little bit more than just, like, the solo stars. Because, like, solo stars are a thing with, like, MMA, with, like, you got, like, your Conor McGregors and, like, oh, yeah, doing that and whatnot. Yeah. But, like... yeah, But, like, Conor McGregor is his own mascot. Like, the Flyers have Gritty, you know what I mean? Like, there's, like, this weird, like, dynamic between the two things where it's, like, if there was, like, a team-based fighting game, which I think would actually be really fucking cool. I don't know what it would be, but I think that'd be a fun thing to watch. That might even bring it to that level. Which I don't know. I was going to say, like, Fortnite is kind of that, but not really at all, because, no.
Yeah.
But,
well, the thing is, like, if you have games like, I'm pretty sure Tekken Tag had that ability where you had two players on one side, and you could each choose one character, and then you had two players on the other side. They can each use one character. They can tag in and out of each other whenever they were fighting. Like, if they had kept that and transitioned it to other games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and, like, have that, not just one person. You can have two people join in, and it's like you have a 2v2, or you have this team, and you start building this, like, kind of niche community where you have more than one person that's getting, like, the views on it all. And on top of that, I think that if you add a team, like, based like community or like tournament, it lowers down the amount of, like, play that there is.
I have a question real quick.
Right.
Kevin, your opinion, do you think games like fighting games are more intimidating to approach on that level than League?
Absolutely.
I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah, for sure. Because with a team game, you have excuses. You're like, oh, okay, I'm in this big team game. This guy wasn't healing everybody the way he should have been. That's why we lost. In fighting games, it's like, I wasn't good enough. I personally failed. And so now I don't want to play anymore. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, people don't like losing. I know for fighting games specifically, they have tried the team thing. They tried it with Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was 4 players. But I mean, that's also Capcom, and Capcom kind of shits the bed anytime they do anything really. They're kind of a mess. But it never really caught on, because then it takes away from the essence of fighting games, which is like, I'm putting in the work to be the best player,
Right.
like in my community. And I think community does play a big part, and I think that's why the community doesn't grow as much, because fighting games aren't as accessible. It's not like I jumped in this easy game, I picked this one skill to get really good at, and I joined this team, and now I'm on the best team in the world, as opposed to having to learn everything about this game and then doing it on your own. I've always felt like that's what the wall is.
That's after hearing you guys talk, I was thinking about it myself, and that's what made me ask you first before I just made an assumption. But I just assumed, because for me looking at it, I'm like, all right, well, when I think of fighting games in my mind, like it's technical. Like it seems like it would be more intimidating to approach if you want to go at it on that level. Whereas League, I feel like you said, you have a team. I can fall back on you guys. I can also, it seems like it's easier to learn one position than it is to learn all the technical aspects to play Street Fighter V on a competitive level. You know what I mean? Don't know.
Yeah. That brings up a good point. Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. That, and like when it comes down to series, like if you're having like a series of tournaments, or if you have a nationals, it's like if you have something like nationals, which is something kind of like Evo does, where you have to be like top percentile players before you actually end up joining a tournament. It's like, if you don't have a small enough player base, but you also have a high enough like players that want to try it, it's very hard to like set up a tournament where everyone gets spotlight. So it's like, I've joined tournaments, like whenever I went to conventions and such, I joined Smash tournaments, and I could be in there, be in the tournament, and I was like the 476 player, and I was waiting for almost 2 days to be able to even get my shot to move over on the bracket. And then by the time I showed up, I was like, hey, I'm here to play, and it's my time for the tournament. The other person had already left. I didn't get to play. I won by technicality, and I was like, yay, I'm top 32. And I was like, I didn't even get to play. So I think there's just balances between community, how to really set up and give everybody a spotlight, and just the fact, like how Ant said, it's just sometimes it's a little like intimidating to take that big of a roster and just bring it into like a big spotlight.
What game would you want to see like get that spotlight if you had to choose, though? Like, because I'm like crap with fighting games. Like, even Smash, I'm terrible. Like, these two guys kick my butt, and then so does Trenton and Son. So like every single time I play, I just get my ass kicked. And like, even I think the only game that was slightly okay was like Injustice 1, because then 2 integrated all like the different armors and stuff, and I was like, this is too much. Like, I don't need to know all this. Like, that's just so much for me. And I'm like, it looks cool. Like, that's a cool Batman cowl. It looks like Batman Beyond. That's all I really went off of. But like, if there was like a singular game that you could choose that was just like, this deserves the spotlight, what would that be?
The first one that comes to mind is the OG Street Fighter. Like,
Okay.
It just makes the most sense because it's the most simplistic, and it's one of the most recognizable worldwide. Because Mortal Kombat is really recognizable over here, but I don't think they have like a big player base in like Japan and things like that. So I think Street Fighter would be the marquee. Maybe Smash Bros. Except that Nintendo's kind of been like, we're not really competitive, so
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah.
So I really think that if it's not Street Fighter, then maybe Tekken.
I could see Tekken, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Tekken was always one of those like big, like competitive driven games where it was like you had so many different fields, so many different ways, and even like the way it was developed, they added so much more to fighting games than just two axes where you can fight each other. You have like all these technicalities of moving, grapple, and you have all these other extra stuff you can do. So I think Tekken for me would be my favorite to do, because it's a little bit more dynamic. I see that Street Fighter has gotten a little bit more into that realm, but they keep that like two axes that they've always been in, so it's a little different.
Universal.
Yeah.
It's the fighting game.
Yeah. I played it on Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
And it was taken away from me.
Too violent.
It was too violent. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
My little Game Boy Tekken game, which was sad, but I played the Jaguar dude with the Jaguar head. I think. I don't know.
King.
You had a Jaguar?
Yeah, it was King. King. Huh?
Oh no! You're talking about the character.
Yeah, the character that has like.
Yeah,
mask.
It was like a human body, and then he had like a jaguar head or something like that.
Yeah, his name was King, and he was like a luchador.
I like.
Oh yeah, I love King. That's my guy.
Yeah, he was fun. I liked him. And then the
him
dude
and
with the sword. What was his name?
Yoshimitsu.
That guy. Yeah.
That was all about Eddie.
Eddie, there you go. That's my guy right there.
Just hit all the buttons to win. Just put my face on the controller and roll it.
Stumble on your enemy.
Nice.
Yep.
Before we let you go, Kev, I have a question. Do you think they will ever go back to the pixel art versus games? Then make it pixel art again?
Absolutely not.
Breaking my heart. I want it.
Yeah, I want it too, because I think that King of Fighters 13 is one of the most beautiful fighting games, like, period. But now it's so much easier to reuse assets from the previous games. It's like, why not just do that?
I just want somebody to do the work.
Hey, maybe the people doing Turtles, the Shredder's Revenge might dabble in it sometime soon.
Hey, yeah,
that could be cool.
Could.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
For sure. I really, speaking of Turtles, I really just want I know they're not going to do it, but I really want the fifth turtle that they just added to the comics. Janika, she's like a female turtle.
Mm-hmm.
She wears yellow. She uses like a bow and arrow and like Wolverine claws.
Yeah, she's cool as hell.
You know about this?
I'm buying comics right now.
Yeah,
I just found out not that long ago too, but I would love for that character to be in that game.
Oh, I'd be so down if they added her as a little sprinkle on the icing, because I just found out about her like maybe 2 days ago, where I was like looking over some TMNT stuff for like the next pod and doing some research, and I was like,
yo, she looks dope.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right.
She's cool as heck.
Time the fuck out. Where was I?
Dude, I think everybody slept on the Turtles comics.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, I've been in a coma for like so long. I'm gonna need to read now. God damn, I haven't done that in years. Well,
all right. Well,
that was great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kev.
Yeah, man, this was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on again. Maybe I've never played a Street Fighter in my life before. I'm an underprivileged child. We might need to have you back on to like train me like Master Roshi.
Oh yeah,
that would be great.
Gladly teach you the way.
Hell yeah.
Gladly teach you.
And then I will destroy these two over here. Wait, this way on Twitch. Those guys. I'll destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But it'll be a great time. Thank you again, the OG NGP.
Yeah,
Kev.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out your socials. Shout out your socials.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Instagram, that art guy Kev. Twitter, that one guy Kev.
Yes, go check out his drawings. They are great. Awesome. Suggest for him to draw stuff on his Instagram stories. I've done one or two. I think I did like Obi-Wan as like a meme.
Yeah, you did Obi-Wan.
Yeah. But yeah, go check him out. Great stuff.
Good dude.
I hate to do it, but I gotta kick you. I will try not to report you like I have done everyone else. Okay, you're not getting reported. Cool. Thank you again.
Peace, Kev.
Peace. All right, now let me switch back to 3 people. Look at that, seamless transitions. How about we let me know next time? You didn't even tell me you sent the link.
Well, we got one coming. We got another guest coming. I'm telling you now.
For fuck's sake.
Listen,
Yeah.
sorry.
Before they come in, we did have a couple chat messages. Uniga, Lucas, God the fuck damn.
Sorry.
I'm gonna. You get back from fucking vacation, I'm kicking your ass.
Hey,
What's up?
hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Pretty
Hey,
good.
look.
I
Chris
didn't
is-
expect you to
podcast.
come in at all.
Well, first I had to figure out how to get the link from my phone to my iPad because I don't use Zoom for anything. I'm supposed to use it for work. I don't. I'm
Neither
terrible
do
at it.
we figured it out 10 minutes before we went live.
Yeah.
Yes. So once I figured that out, I was able to get on.
Nice. How you doing, man?
Yeah, thank you.
Good, guys. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hanging in there.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice. All right,
All
I'll keep it light with you guys today because a few weeks ago I sent in a question that almost killed the podcast. Apparently,
Completely.
Not completely, yeah.
Hey, man, we love each other. It's all love.
but we're all adults here. We all have responsibilities, but sometimes we still want to play games and whatnot. What was the last game you guys said, "Forget my responsibilities"? You just made time to sit there and play the entire day.
Does anyone else
For
know?
me, it was Miles Morales. It was Miles Morales.
Okay.
Nice.
I took days off. I took a day off work, sat here with some whiskey, some pizza, and played it all day. That was the last game for me.
Miles Morales is also mine. I played that. That was probably the most consecutive days I played a game in a very long time. Probably since either Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild.
Let me see. I think for me, it had to be Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Like, I actually gave up on 2 of my assignments, and I was like, you know what, this can get done another day. I requested extra time for one of my teachers, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I started playing on it on a Friday when it was released, and I started around 8:00. And when I realized there was birds chirping outside my glass door, and I was like, "Oh no, it's morning."
I have made a mistake.
No.
Yeah, the worst part, it was it wasn't just "Oh, it's morning," 6 in the morning. No, it was 10 o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shit,
like the
man.
sun did just come up. Like it had been up for hours.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You were so immersed.
But I was so in it. Literally, when I looked at it, I was I went from 0 to about 18 hours worth of gameplay in total.
Jeez.
Aw. Sadly, Ant will never know that because he refused to play the game again.
Yeah,
No.
give him shit for it.
Over. It is over for me. I'm not doing it. All this cute little DLC. No. Not.
Come on, you're gonna have to do it.
I'm just gonna wait for the second part of the remake. Come on.
Just do it. Come on, what happened to you, man? You used to play games for days and hours. Just go back and redo it.
If you look back here, right? It's all bunch of toys and a child section over there. The representing all that stuff isn't here right now, but that's the reason I can't just sit and
He's got to play Roblox, man. That's what he's got to be playing.
Roblox. Then I can play for hours.
Look at that. You're even getting crap in the chat too. Adulting Life says you gotta play it. Yuffie.
Listen, we all remember Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII.
Sure.
I understand it. Chris doesn't.
I have Nico's copy. I just don't
Yeah.
want to wait till the PS5 update comes out. Because,
Yeah.
I got this beast. I might as well use it,
Yeah, you definitely want to
I was-
experience it.
Yeah, I was more of a Vincent guy myself. He had a cool cape, and when I was a kid, I was all about the superheroes. So capes were my thing. So I like Vincent
man.
more than anybody.
Well, I don't know if you've been listening, Chad, but recently I spoke about how they presented that new character on the DLC for Final Fantasy, and he ended up where he is. I think his name is Weiss or Wester. Apparently he's the final boss from Dirge of Cerberus. They're bringing him over as a secret boss in that DLC.
Nice.
So
Those are words.
yeah, Dirge of Cerberus was a standalone game that was released back in 2013, 14, and it was maybe before then because it was for the PS2, and it followed Vincent it was one of the main characters from the original Final Fantasy game, and it was like the one only other standalone game until Crisis Core came around. So,
All right.
but yeah,
But my game, I don't mean to deviate from you boys, but it was this man right here, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Also, I don't know, I can't remember who asked the question. It might have been you, actually. Of what suits I want in the second game. I want 6-arm fucking Spider-Man. This was a dope episode of the animated series, and then give me Man Spider afterwards.
Okay, but then if you're gonna have that, like, it can't just be like a cosmetic thing. Like, arms actually have to be able to work. Like, they have to be like,
they
do with the arms.
Oh yeah,
like,
they are going to do all the things.
Can you imagine having like a Goro combo when you're like grabbing the guys and breaking their backs?
I'm gonna be high-fiving 5 people at the same time on the street, like, and then finger guns at the same time.
No finger guns.
Finger
we
guns
don't speak of that.
But no. I played that game.
Break the game.
Day it came out until I platinumed it. I skipped class and all of my homework for my senior project for that, and I just fucking binged it. Like, I did not come out for days and just beat that shit. I didn't even want to platinum it because the platinum trophy was kind of annoying. It was like, they get this many hits in a combo bullshit. Don't like that. Stupid. Fuck your combos. Make me go find backpacks. That's the cool shit to me. I like that. But dude, that game, that started it all for me. Miles Morales, I did the same exact thing, but like this was the boy that started it all with -4 arms, but you know. He's also a terrible figure because he has no ab crunch, but whatever. Not to be that guy. It's got to come back to toys.
That definitely just. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I have plenty down here, including my Superman and my Batman are over there. Those are my
the Hush
favorites
ones,
right now, probably. Yes,
dude, they look so good.
I definitely am loving that
Darkwing Duck.
That Darkwing Duck right there.
Yeah, man, he's protecting the AC. I assume AC.
Yes.
Hell yeah, like he should. Let's get dangerous.
I found him at a random comic book store up in Reading, and I just had to have it. I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna buy this." Right now, and that's what happened.
You made the right
choice. Yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
I regret nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to regret, man. It's a good time. Dude, oh man. Toys are great.
Toys.
I do love my toys. I don't tell my girlfriend how much they cost, but I do love them.
Yeah, man. They're just investments if you think about it, because they'll just accrue more value over time. Like, you need to like buy something more expensive. There ain't that many Hush Batmans anymore, so you just sell it off.
That's true.
Boom. Physical assets.
No, but he looks too awesome over there. He's not going anywhere. Yeah.
Just looking lovingly up to him.
Yeah, right.
I am. I really was. I'm sorry. I got
He's so dreamy.
No, because they got, they have the fabric cape, so there's just like you can just pose them and look however they want. So it just looks awesome in the picture.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, man. I got the Mando cape. I bought this custom, and you can pose it and shit. I have to use my white ass forehead.
You're speaking Chris's love language.
This is my
definitely are.
That and words of affirmation.
No, I feel like me and Chris are good. Like, he likes games. I have the figures. I have the display of wrestling belts over there. Like, I'm in my man cave, and it just makes me happy.
Hell yeah, man.
That's some good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll have to have you back on when the AEW game comes out. You're AEW man, I assume, correct?
Yes. When I have time, I try to get all my wrestling in when I have time.
All right.
Between jobs and games and other adulting things.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man. We'll bring you back on when that game comes out, because I'm assuming these two will not give a fuck about that game.
No.
You never know.
Nah. Yeah. Maybe.
He won't.
They won't.
He's trying to pretend like he will, but he won't.
None of them will, and it's fine, because you and me, man, we're gonna be playing with toys and AEW at the same time, and it'll be great.
That works.
Hell yeah.
That works. I still need the gamer towel, though, guys. I need to display it up here in the man cave. I need the gamer towel.
We need the gamer towel. Shit,
Yeah,
we do need that gamer towel.
We do.
We'll get those out.
Merch coming soon. It's a towel for your greasy fucking fingers.
Hey.
Oh man, if that's.
It's really just going to hang up in here somewhere. I'm sure it will.
You got to buy 2, one to actually use and one to hang up. It's memorabilia.
And I guess.
I'm not a great salesman, I'm seeing. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
We appreciate
No
you.
problem, guys.
We appreciate you. We're going to get to the next NGP. Let me make sure that I do not report you as well. It was good timing.
Way to go.
Ant's just on his phone right now. He doesn't even care. So let me see if our next guest is ready to come on. Come on in. Like that ASMR again. Oh man, I didn't switch back to 3. Now we're back to 3. So while we're waiting for that person to join, I wanted to bring up that Adulting Life brought up that Kev made a great point about the fighting games, and it was about that it was it was all on the person. Like it's like, you know, like in that was what it was about. I'm pretty sure. That's when it popped up in chat. I wanted to bring it up, but I didn't want to interrupt him because it was a very fucking good point, and I didn't want to do that. But other than that, yeah, she also said that you gotta play Final Fantasy. Yeah, you gotta play.
No, maybe I'll change my tune.
Maybe I'll just stream it so then you can live vicariously through me.
Or that works.
There you go.
And then Ryan, who is technically our next guest, that's still not in the damn Zoom.
But yeah, I think that was a very, very good point on the fighting game, though.
Oh yeah.
I've always felt like that when it came to fighting games myself. It's like I can't blame, like, if I die somewhere here, it's like I can't blame anyone but like a bad input or like a bad split decision. It
was the controller.
Nah, like that's horseshit. I have never done that sort of like excuse, just for the sheer fact of like, if I did a bad input, then I did a bad input. It's like I'm gonna take it to the chin, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. It's like I've been in my share of like fighting game tournaments, and it's just like it was outrageously huge. Like when you have 500 plus players, and it's a 1-on-1, it takes a long time.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've had those few where they were like, "Hey, let's play King of the Hill for the first set," and it's like you have sets of 4.
Bobby.
Yeah. But you had like 4 players per station, and you had like 15 stations, and you were just like whittling down the herd because it was like 4 people, and as soon as 3 people were knocked out, it was like on to the next round, and they just kept doing that until they were having to like the minimum amount of people that they could have for the roster, and they were like, all right, well, this is the people that either one survived through luck, skill, or just sheer will, and then they made it there. That was it, and like that was the tournament,
right?
But even then, it was like you still had those moments of like, oh, I can do nothing and still survive through, and then at the end you still had to face those few guys that like sweat through that whole King of the Hill round to make it. So
that's how it goes.
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties because apparently since I removed the person from the what's it called, chat when we were testing everything, it won't allow him to join in.
Oh jeez.
You want to be big boss man, messing it up.
I don't know how to change that. Maybe I was doing it wrong with the whole remove thing. That sucks.
Here, maybe I can do something.
Security. No. Sorry. Someone entertain while I think.
That's my entertainment for the night.
That's my entertainment for the night.
I'm still thinking about this Discord thing. I think that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's talks right now, but I think it's almost like overdue. Like, I'm surprised is this the first time Discord was ever attempted to be bought?
I think it was. I'm not exactly sure when it was like, if somebody tried to purchase it before, or if at all. Right. I mean, Discord has grown on its own, like, for a long time. And it's like it's just been growing. So it's like from community to community, and then those communities merge, and then just keep going and going and going and going. Where like even the developers, they just listen to people and they were like, hey, you know, these people want to make a community, let them make a community. It's like, as long as you follow ruled guidelines and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you can get it. So,
man.
So, yeah, I just, I find it that it's just like, it's gonna be a great purchase for them for sure. I would hate for them to change it or make it
I just
where
Microsoft is so front facing now, and there's so
Yeah.
much about accessibility that it would really shock me if they did that, if they ruined it like that. Because it go if they made it, you have to pay for it, and well, the free part of it, if they made you have to pay for it, and it was exclusive to Xbox,
Mhm.
that would go so much against what their messaging has been lately.
Yeah, that is true. But one can only hope, and see where it goes.
Yeah.
I was interested in like talking about like some of the stuff that you found too on Twitter, on like some of the Nintendo news.
Nintendo rumors?
Yeah, because it's from the same follower as we were talking about before. The at hot girl video 69.
Yo, they've been getting shit right.
I muted my headphones for 10 seconds. What the fuck? Hot girl? What?
Yeah, we're talking about the
Nintendo rumors.
Oh, that page. Yeah.
What that they more rumors came up saying that the new budget Switch coming out is going to be around $159, $169, and the Switch Pro is going to be like $400. What else? They said Microsoft and Nintendo is doing more business together, and that's going to be announced in the fall. And on the big titles on the docket for Nintendo by the end of the year is Breath of the Wild 2, a new WarioWare game, a new Mario Strikers game, a new Donkey Kong title, and there has been rumors of a Earthbound reboot.
Ooh. Oh yeah, That's right. See, I'm excited because I never got the chance to play the original Earthbound.
I honestly have also never played Earthbound.
Yeah,
always
and
something I wanted to go back and try, but I never played it.
Yeah, some people tell me like it's like that it's such a great game, such a great story, that like at the moment it was like the top game to play, when it came to like olden games and stuff like that, like retro games. But it's like I really want to try it. So
all right, so I'm gonna try a thing. So I'm gonna do a thing, boys. For the people in the chat, we appreciate you for waiting. And, this is the first time we're doing this. Apparently, you can't remove people because then they can't join back in. Haha. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the call and then start a new call.
Okay.
With the person.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys in a second. The chat will still be able to hear me, which is just great for them. They just love it.
Uh-huh. So wait, do we need another link? Like, how's that going?
I will send you another link in about, 15 seconds, hopefully, if I'm fast, which, probably am. So, we'll be right back. You can still hear me, can't you, chat? It's a good time, huh? Sorry. I hate to be that guy's chat, but we're learning as we go. We're learning as we go. We're getting the people back in. This is completely professional. Everyone's loving it. This is entertainment at its finest, some might say. Let's see. All right. Don't say a damn word yet, woman. And by woman, I mean person in the other room. Right, 1 second. Doopy doo 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 doopy doo. And here we go. We're connecting to the audio.
Wow, nice.
And now we're back, but Nico's in the center for some reason. So we're going to take Nico and put him over. How do I make things work?
You make it work.
You know what? Nico's in the center now. The guest is up top now on stream. Look at that. We're back, guys. It was super quick.
Hey, can I have your permission to record again?
Motherfucker. What more do you want from me?
No one told you to lock Mr. Ryan out. Okay?
Apparently, it's a default setting in Zoom, and you have to turn it on to allow people to come back in. But you have to do that by default. And if it's dumb. Allowed to record local files. There you go, sir. Yeah. All right, we're back. We're back and better than ever. Sure.
Is my audio good?
Yep.
Yeah,
Your audio
absolutely.
is audio.
Welcome, sir.
I'd like to take a quick moment before we introduce you. We had a hell of a lot of chat activity there. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, we did.
So that one guy, Kev, said Mario Strikers in regards to your conversation before I, just cut it off completely and said, get the hell out of here. And then Adulting's Life said ... Yup. Ryan King said yup, which is this man.
What was that?
Cobra said yup. I don't know.
All the yups.
Yup. And then someone said, quote, tech guy, fuck you. Entertainment at its finest, fuck you. Flooded is here. Hello, Flooded.
What's up,
You've been here the
Flooded?
whole time. Content right here. Yes, you bet your ass it is. And then Adulting Life said, Mr. Ryan, best Pokemon TCG OG over here. And then Kobo wants to know when this episode's going up. This will go up in 2 weeks. So, well, no, next
This
week.
episode, this is next week.
Yeah, next week.
This
So
is
this
next week,
Thursday is normal episode. This is for Senor this way on Zoom.
April 1st.
This guy over here is going on vacation on the other side of Nico, so we needed to do this. So this will be April 1st, our April Fool's episode, which is just great. It's not going up. Get wrecked, losers. All right, so
There's a bunch of fools in here joining us.
Is it bad that I'm sweating from that? Like
It is.
that stressed me the fuck out.
You're just super anxious.
Yeah, I was
We're down to the wire now, so
Yeah,
but
it's funny that Nicole says that because the reason I missed your original invite was because I was watching SWAT and organizing different sets.
Would you like to tilt your camera down because what your desk looks like currently?
It's cleaned up now, but
yeah,
it was covered in a bunch more. But
yeah.
So
to intro him a little bit more, this is my brother Ryan. He's written into the show a couple times.
Yeah. Double feature technically. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, technically, yeah. He wrote in for this Thursday's episode that's coming out. I hate the fact that I have to say that, and then that's also for like the people that are listening to this week from now. That was last Thursday. Anyway, back to
so that it'll be seamless. You won't go a Thursday without a show.
Yeah.
You will not go a Thursday without a show.
We've already
to address that,
recorded
Koba.
this Thursday's episode, and this episode now is next Thursday's episode. By then, I'll be back to record the following Thursday's episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be confusing either way.
anybody's just following the podcast, you will not lose.
Yes, consistency. But yes, this is Ryan. He is a Pokemon. Well, you introduce your fucking self. Why am I?
So I'm a Pokemon fanatic. I guess
I am
you
a
could
Pokemon.
say. Big into the TCG, the games. I love Nico for all he does, but yeah. I got into gaming because Christian would pass his games down to me, so I started out and like really my first game was Pokemon Blue.
Yeah, it was
the first
Blue.
one I technically played.
Good choice.
Yeah.
because I would
It
steal
wasn't a
from
choice.
Christian. And then we
Good
went on
meat,
from
though.
there. So, but yeah,
That's cool. So, so Pokemon fanatic, and I know I've butchered a lot of stuff that made you angry in the past.
It's just a little bit.
I made sure that now I have a poster with all the information that's actually closer to eye level now, where
That's good.
I will no longer be making you mad about getting stuff
Yeah.
that's
No, it's
wrong.
It's
I'd
okay.
like to point out the day that episode went live when Nico
Oh,
made
it
all
was
the
so
mistakes Ryan came in my room and was like, "You didn't correct him to me." And I was like, "I 100% did. Like, it was in the episode. Like, I listened to the episode." And then he's like, "No, you fucking did." And he was getting kind of frustrated with me. No, time out. Let me finish, and then you could explain yourself, sir. This is how this works. So you were actually very mad at me, as if I didn't.
It was.
And then
like,
he listened for 5 more fucking minutes, and then everything was explained. And all the stuff. So let me say this,
because when I listened, I was on my way to Virginia, and I was like getting there, and the part came up where he first asks you, and he's like, "I just want to make sure so Ryan doesn't get mad," and it was about the developers, which like I wouldn't have cared if it was right or wrong, because it was like it was all up in the air at that point. So I heard that, and I was like, "That's not at all what he said happened." I was like, "So you didn't correct him on whatever?" I was like, "It didn't even like that happened before that," but and then I listened for the next couple minutes, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but you got like loud with me. Like you were like,
I did.
Yeah.
You rattled Chris.
It was also like I had gotten home at that night, and I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
So it was like after 5 hours of driving, but
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was all is good now.
Sure. What's your question for this week?
All right.
Yeah, what would you like to discuss?
So I feel like this question's kind of similar to questions in the past that you've gotten, because you've gotten a lot of questions about what games would you like to see become live actions or like TV show renditions, like animated, whatever. But what I want to ask, because I know for me, growing up, a lot of what I played was flash games online of cartoons that we watched. What cartoons that you watched growing up would you like to watch get a video game rendition?
I'm trying to think of what cartoons that didn't get a game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. They can have a game previously, but you want like a current game.
I'm not saying like the flash games that they would have. Like if you were thinking like Codename Kids Next Door, where they had like
Teen Titans,
Teen Titans, stuff like that. Like a current, fully like
AAA.
Yes, a full-fledged game.
Man,
I knew that would get you.
There's so many.
You could do.
There's so many that I would
Samurai Jack.
Well,
they did.
Adventures.
They did. Samurai Jack.
Well,
they did.
They had. I think Samurai Jack did have a AAA game.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a lot of WB shows.
Kevin in the chat said Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Solid choice.
Yes.
No pun
choice.
intended.
I think they had a Super
cement.
Nintendo.
What's that?
I said I think they had a Super Nintendo game, but I'd love to.
Yeah.
Well, we all know Nico's answer is X-Men, right?
No, it's not X-Men. I do not want an X-Men game. No, it's not. I think for me, it's gotta be, and this is just cheesy because I would just like to see what it would be developed into, but I would like to see Jumanji.
There's a Jumanji cartoon?
Yeah, there was an old Jumanji cartoon that aired in 4Kids, I think it was.
Fucking boomer.
And like, I think that would just be a really fun game.
That would be a good game though. Like actually like a Jumanji based game that's not like with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart like, "Hey man," you know.
Yeah.
You know what it would be good as? Like a Mario Party-esque game.
Yeah, that would be dope. Like literally
because
Mario
you would
Party.
Have like every role, it would be some different challenge.
Okay, maybe then Kevin Hart could be in it. That's fine then. If they do that, Kevin Hart can be in it.
Yeah,
I'm not gatekeeping Kevin Hart.
As long as they have Jack Black with it. That's
Jack Black is a must. If you get rid of Kevin Hart, Jack Black takes his place as another Jack Black.
That is true.
I want Batman Beyond to get the Arkham treatment.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Nut.
I never thought Batman Beyond got the. I still think he doesn't get the props he deserves.
He doesn't, man. Terry, dude, fucking Terry.
You take that universe and give him the Arkham game treatment. That's what I want.
Dude, straight up, that's some shit.
Dude,
Dude, I can list them off.
1,000% Batman.
Here's the thing. I have a funny one, which I think would work, but not really at the same time. Real Monsters as a horror game. Like
as a horror game?
As a horror game.
Yo, that would be like horrifying. I would play the hell out of that, but that would be horrifying.
Like not to like be that guy because I'm not a huge fan of the franchise, but you could almost like copy paste the Five Nights at Freddy's like formula and do that with Odd Real Monsters. Already dope. That's not my main. There's so many answers, dude. There's so many.
Yeah. Kev has a good one in the chat right now.
Yeah, Static
Shock. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What about a buddy cop game? Osmosis Jones.
Yes.
And what was it?
Yo, a co-op Osmosis Jones
yeah.
game.
What would be your preferred choice, Ryan?
Pokemon.
Like
me?
Top preferred
No,
choice.
I was thinking like Jackie Chan Adventures, but not like.
Dude.
Wait, no, they had a Jackie Chan Adventures.
No, but I'm saying like a really?
Oh yeah, they did
Current
for the
day?
PlayStation 1.
Oh no, I'm saying fucking PS5,
No, I'm saying, like,
baby.
Yeah, like. Some
Oh, you mean like
full-fledged,
right
like,
now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Dalton
I'm saying, like,
as Steven
Everything in the
Universe
past is
RPG.
out the door. Like what is out? Like
Yeah,
all the technology, put all the money into it.
absolutely.
Steven Universe RPG would also be very
Wait,
good.
have that. There's a Steven Universe RPG you can down. It's on PlayStation and Switch. I think it's called Find the Light. Me and Adrian played all the way through it. Beat it.
What?
You're about to see in the background, Adulting Life's going to stand up and start taking the PlayStation 5 controller and downloading that.
Downloading it as she should. Yeah.
As she should.
But it's really good.
Dude, there's so many good games. Honestly, I feel like when you said Codename Kid Next Door, like that was like a throwaway, but also yes.
Yeah.
Well, because like they had the Flash games back in the day.
Yeah,
that, like you would use them like the side scrollers, and you would have like the what was it, like the slap gun, and it was just like a piece of wood that would just like slap the adults or
Slap
like,
people,
the
yeah.
teenagers.
I feel like that would really work like today too, like having like because you could have like a party game, like you could do Avengers the right way,
Yeah.
but with kids next door. Damn, man.
True.
Oh
That's
man,
crazy.
there's just so many good like.
Let me look at my toy
Games.
wall to see if there's something I'm missing. The Mask.
Yeah, she just
I
went
see
to
the
go.
background. She got the PlayStation controller.
She just grabbed the remote.
Nice.
Impossible.
Kim Possible, she said in the chat. I do agree.
Yeah, I think
Damn,
Impossible
man.
would be great. Yo, I would want to see a fighting game, but be Shaolin Showdown.
What was Shaolin Showdown? Was that like the one with like the kid that looked like Krillin pretty much?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
that they had to use like these.
Oh
like,
no, fuck that
items
game.
and
No,
stuff
time
to
out.
fight.
Mucha Lucha.
Oh yes,
Fucking Mucha
Yo, I
Lucha,
would play
baby.
the shit out of Flea.
No, what about they should have made a Dexter's Laboratory dungeon crawler.
That would be
And
good
you have
too.
to you leave, you go and you fight whatever, and then you go like you fight Mandark next door, but then you have to retreat back to your lab, make yourself new weapons. So you craft inside of the lab, come back out, and fight.
Oh, that would be so good.
Bro, there's so that's the thing is like all of these are endless options. Like you could even do like a Fairly Odd Parents one. And it would just be like some simple shit. Like,
Yo, I want a looter. What is that? Beat 'em up looter. Billy and Mandy.
Could even do like an Avatar one too.
Yeah.
oh, an
Because
Avatar
it wouldn't even have to be
game,
Aang
bro.
or Korra. It could
How-
literally be like you create
The
your own
Avatar, yeah.
Do like an MMORPG. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yo, that would be cool.
yo, Kevin in the chat, Courage the Cowardly Dog horror game.
Yo, I'd shit
Christian-
myself.
Christian wouldn't play.
I would shit myself.
I would play the fuck out of that. Like
I'm gonna
I would
be
play
honest,
the
I
fuck
was
out of the
terrified
Outer
of the show.
Monsters. The show was terrifying. It was meant to be,
Yeah,
but it was gorgeous
Yeah,
too
it
at
was-
the same time.
What was that one episode? I think the creepiest episode for me was that mummy one.
Oh, the one where it was
But,
like
like,
3D out in the field.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, GIF clip that people.
Yeah. That was the creepiest one for me.
Man, and I
Oh,
hate
well,
to be that
do this
guy
forever.
too. Like I don't want to like. There's so many good options,
Yeah.
but like, it's almost like you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're taken from the past almost.
Theo Junga just said return to
Yeah, there's
slab.
Josh from Haptic Intel right there. That's nice.
Classic shit, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, there's so many good games that could be made.
But it's also like, yeah, you're taken from the past, but this is also stuff that kids now didn't get
yeah.
at
Yeah.
all.
I'm just thinking of the point
Yeah,
of view it's
they've
like
had
the
Teen
Dumb and
Titans
Dumber thing.
remakes.
You know what I mean?
But
Like I don't want what happened to Dumb and Dumber when they did the third
Oh, yeah.
movie to be like this, where it's like they take this old property where it's like people do love it and they want more of it, but then they do it a disservice, you know, and then they make it into something it's not for the current generation. It's like almost not, no offense to Teen Titans Go, but it's like kind of like that, where it's like they take something that we loved that was almost like very much anime and then turned it into this like very meta show that in its own right is actually decent, but it's not the Teen Titans that we know. So it makes us feel weird, and like when it first came out I hated it, but then like I went and watched it and I'm like, oh, this is just something else, you know.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo, what would that game be? Would it just be like a dating sim and you just lose the whole time?
Yeah.
It would have to
Hey,
be
little mama.
It had to be some kind of comedy in it. Like, you know what? Make Johnny Bravo kind of like they do those South Park Stick of Truth games. It's an RPG, but it's like comedy.
Oh, that would be great.
What was that one game for like PS2, like Bully?
Bully, yeah.
Be like that, yeah.
Do the monkey. Yeah.
Do the monkey. Come on.
Captain
But now, if you had to
Planet.
pick,
Yo, Captain Planet,
like, if you had to pick your end all be all one, which one would it be?
Of all of those, there is no end all be all.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you were like, I have one to choose, I have to pick one.
I'm sticking with my Batman Beyond.
I feel like that's the best choice, honestly.
Oh man, if I had to choose one, that's hard.
SWAT
it really
Cats.
is hard.
What was SWAT Cats?
Yo, SWAT Cats was the bomb.
That was the shit.
Yeah.
The skinny cat and like the bigger cat, and they flew out in like jets
and like fought crime and shit. Yeah.
They were like mechanics, and then when they had to go do crime, they would hop like in those jets and.
I feel like Ryan and I don't know this.
Just Google it. SWAT Cat was the shit.
Yeah. What was the one cat show that Ryan and I? What was the one we used to watch? It was like the three cats, and there was like the dumb one, the one that was like evil, and he was like dark, and then there was the heavy set one that was Scottish.
What? I don't know what this is.
There was like the three cats. I forgot what the hell that was called. But that's the only cat cartoon I remember. It was like a Cartoon Network one that was not that good.
One of those like one seasoners?
No, like probably like 2 or 3. Yo, Time Out, Camp Laszlo.
Oh jeez.
I remember.
There's a lot, yeah.
Give me an open world Camp Laszlo where you have to compete in like all like the games and stuff and like earn merit badges at camp. And then like there's like some secret thing that's happening because like I don't know if you know guys that the ending that the camp master the whole time wasn't the actual camp master.
Yeah.
And like it was some like crazy guy that like escaped from a loony bin and was like camp counseling these kids the whole summer.
Creepy.
Damn.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck. That's what it is. CLD got me in the chat. Cat Scratch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's terrible in my opinion, but that's the only cat cartoon. Angry Beavers, says Josh. That would be a good one too.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
What kind of game is that?
Fuck.
I'm not against it. I'm just curious.
You know what? You could actually do the Magic School Bus, and it would literally just be Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. You would have like the flight missions on the bus.
It's the gummy ship, and that's it.
Just
the gummy ship, yeah.
Kev, Invader Zim. Thank you. That would be.
Yo, platformer shooter, like Invader Zim. I would play
Angry Beavers is a VR game like Trover Saves the Universe. That I could get behind.
Cool.
Would you be like a third-party character then, like where it's like you're interacting with the beavers? Probably.
Yeah.
I would like that because it's I need to go back and watch that show. I feel like I don't remember a lot from it, but I know that I love those characters.
Beavers as a kid.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So if I had to choose one, like one end all be all.
Third beaver.
You're the third beaver, Steve.
Steve. I think I would have to go with an RPG Voltron.
Bro, time out. Fucking, we didn't even bring up Voltron, and then you just fucking sprinkle it in there out of nowhere. That's the best thing I've heard all night.
I think that's gonna be my choice. It's gonna be like an RPG, like freaking like Star Fox Voltron. Like, give me that, and that'd be dope.
If we do that, then can we technically go into anime then? If that's cartoons, or is anime separate from cartoons? Do you think?
I didn't think anime was.
I didn't think. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That opens a whole New
Because
world.
what would you say though?
I was thinking like if
hasn't
you
already
going
had
off
something.
Voltron, like Evangelion,
Oh, jeez.
because like piloting the mechs.
Giant
Watch
mechs,
the
yeah.
show. Watch the show. Mechs.
Yeah, I'll watch the show.
That would be such a good time. I feel like fighting in like an Evangelion. That would even be cool in VR. Fuck, dude.
Yo,
Wait.
Jack just said, John Wax said Fire Emblem Kids Next Door.
Fire Emblem Kids Next Door. I'm
That would be
lurking,
good.
but I'm lost. We're talking about cartoons that would make great video games right now as a comeback from like back in the day. Adulting Life said Sailor Moon. I'm surprised.
Sailor Moon is way overdue for a more
Yeah.
modern, because there was an RPG on Super Nintendo in Japan, but
Yes.
it's way overdue for a more modern RPG. I could see Sailor Moon being
I can see it being an action RPG.
Sailor Moon. I can see it that, but I can see it more so like a Persona.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, absolutely.
I could dig that. And then Josh had turn-based RPG codename Kids Next Door going off of the Fire Emblem. That could work really well too.
That would be good too. Yeah, there's so much content out there that could be.
I feel
made
like
into
this is
really
a
good
question
games.
where it's like the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
there's no wrong answer because everything.
And that's the
would be so
problem. It's like
different.
because
Yeah.
there's not one cartoon that's better than any other, like from that area. I feel like the Batman Beyond is my obvious answer. Like I will agree with that because like with what's it called, like the Arkham series and Arkham
Yeah.
City, being able to play as Batman Beyond with that skin and like
Yeah.
gliding down from buildings with like the tiny like wing cape instead of like the actual cape. That was my skin once I like got that, and I didn't change the rest of the game.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
being able to do that in like a Neo Tokyo, like kind of like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Akira-esque,
Akira, yeah.
dude. I would.
Yo, Kev needs to chill out in the chat. He just said
Cowboy
open
Bebop.
world Cowboy Bebop. I'd play the living fuck out of that.
Fake Shiny Hunter said Gurren Lagann, open
Yes.
world mech game. Ed and Eddie dating sim.
Wrong.
He said
Wrong answers
answers
only, though.
First of all, that's not a bad thing in my opinion.
No, I don't think it would be bad either.
But instead of dating sim, it would be like if you can sell like one of the the jawbreakers to the
jawbreakers.
kids. Like you'd have to like choose the right answers to like sell them on buying a jawbreaker, and then like the better you do, the more quarters you get to go get more jawbreakers.
that would be dope.
We're doing wrong answers. You got to have the fucking gritty, rated M, Powerpuff Girls, The Last of Us game.
Oh god, wrong answer from Josh. Cow and chicken, where you're the devil dude's butt dermatologist and you pop his hemorrhoids.
Oh no.
Is that a puzzler? What is that?
Dude, cow and chicken was something.
It's like one of
else.
those like surgery simulators.
Oh god. And the whole time he's just like, oh. Don't
Yeah, he
touch
just said
there.
it. It's like
Maybe
surgery
do.
simulator.
Yes.
Oh man, that's a good thing. That's a
Goddamn.
good question
It's like
there.
Surgeon Simulator. That's crazy.
One more wrong answer. You got to have like Mortal Kombat Rugrats. Just babies demolished.
Yo, what the fuck?
Real quick, did I send you guys that picture of that Hot Wheels that I found in the store the other day that was Rugrats?
You
said
told us about it.
Yeah.
Dude, so I just gotta talk about this real quick because it's fucking disgusting. They make like Hot Wheels out of characters and they like morph it to look like the character, and it was Tommy Pickles and it was like a pickup truck. So like the front of the pickup truck was like the skin of his face and like his t-shirt, and then the pickup area was his diaper, and in the diaper were like giant glops of baby poop shit. And like this is a real fucking product. What the fuck was that noise?
What?
You just
You
like,
didn't hear that?
you just like popped really loud, man.
It might have been the cord on my mic. My bad.
No, you're good. Rest in peace, headphone users.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't hear it on my end.
It's all good. But yeah, man.
Thank you.
Foster's home for
TLC.
imaginary friend,
Bless you.
but it's a PT knockoff. That'd be pretty good.
That would be good too.
That
You
would
just
be
open
House
the
of
door
Mouse.
and it's just Walt in the sink, like, you know,
Yeah, right.
shit.
just shooting hoops, you know. Sorry. Well, that was a very good question. that we didn't have a correct answer to.
We had because we had all the correct answers to it.
Yeah, we had all
and
of
the
them.
really bad answers that would actually be fun no matter what. So yeah, thank you for that question. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
No
man.
problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy your Pokemon cards and whatnot.
Nah, I gotta go to bed. I got work.
Well,
I mean,
plug
we all
yourself.
Don't we all?
Yeah, right. Well,
Yes.
plug yourself in. Plug yourself in.
Yeah, shout out your stuff.
I mean, I haven't streamed in a while, but
That didn't
Well,
answer
get-
at all
get
what we
to
said to
work.
do.
I mean, hey, I'm just Ryan C. King everywhere. Spelled weird, RIAN C King KING on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter.
Yes. Nico had a
that's
suggestion for you that you should change your Twitch name to Mr. King based on your profile picture. If that's
Yes,
available.
because probably is.
Yeah.
So
that'd
if
be
so,
great.
maybe try to do that. But if not, that's all good. If you'd like to take your leave just so I don't kill you by accident by banning you from this.
That means
I
you
mean-
banned everyone who left.
No, I think I banned Lucas though. I think I reported Lucas.
I
It's
think
fine.
the problem was just that when you opened it to test it, you had
True.
invited me to like set up where the cameras were, and then it like
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
Get out of here.
There it goes.
Well,
And-
this has been an episode of the
Yeah.
Save Before Quitting podcast live on
Yeah.
Twitch. I'd like to point out this is the highest viewership we've ever gotten on Twitch.
Ever. This is great.
Ever. 12
Yeah.
viewers in the chat. Tons of people sounding off in the chat. We want to say thank you to everyone that came on today. We
Yeah,
had, in
man.
order, Lucas. Then it was Kev, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I was someone in between, and I was like, I'm wrong. Then we had CLD hopping on. And then after that, we had Ryan. If you want to be on one of these live, we take your questions, let us know. Reach out to us at our email.
Please.
Savebeforequitting, fully spelled out, at gmail.com. Fully spelled out. You can do it. I believe in you. If you can't do it, just reach out to us on social media. It's B, the letter, and then the number. So then it's easier for you. Easier to type. We got Twitch, obviously. You should be here. You should be following. If you're not following, follow. Let us know the next time we're coming live. Nico might be going live later this week playing some video games. Finally.
Yeah.
Not to throw
Actually, you
shade.
guys. Actually, everybody can check me out tomorrow. I'll be jumping in after work at 8 p.m.
Applause for you, sir.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So,
Tomorrow, 8 p.m., be here, be square. Nico, what are you playing tomorrow? Get the people excited.
we're gonna go into an adventure with The Witcher. We're gonna start the series from game 1 and go to 3. So
Hell yeah. I've never played a Witcher.
Once. I've never played a Witcher either.
I own an action figure of him. though.
yeah. So
Not
I'm
surprising.
excited. I'm excited for the show, so that's why I'm doing it.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, tune into Twitch tomorrow after 8 p.m. Eastern time if you're someone that we don't know.
Right.
Other than that, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We got stream highlights, mainly of me dying, but soon they'll be of Nico dying. And then hopefully soon after that, Ant, when he gets back and he's fresh and rejuvenated from his vacation.
I don't die.
Nah.
Unless I'm playing. Well, no, don't go to YouTube. I die a lot on our YouTube page.
Go check out our most recent Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order video where Ant is pretty much lying.
Constantly dying on there. That's right.
Yeah.
On Twitch, I don't die.
Oh, I look like I got a pompadour now. Look at that. All right. But other than that, there's only one thing left for you guys to do. And what is that, boys and gals? Even say it in the chat. What is it you got to do?
Save
Before
or
quitting.
please.
Please.
It's important.
Yes. And then tomorrow there will be a new YouTube video. Get ready for that. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace out, everybody. Thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you so much for being here.